tomorrow morning. Undercover, baby, is what you ask of me.
Do you know the feeling of missing a place you never fully belong to? Country after country, city after city, nowhere ever truly calms my nervous system until the plane began its descent and the wheels touched down at Saigon airport. From above, I don't just see endless urban streets, I see fragments of my childhood. Memories stitched into concrete and rooftops. And everything I left behind 15 years ago when I made a life-changing decision to study abroad in Australia, chasing future I could not yet imagine. As I step out the airport, she's already there, waiting with the warmest hug and the happiest smile. She's the reason this unfamiliar place feels familiar. Saigon, a city of traffic horns and endless jams. Chaotic, overwhelming, oppressive to some, but somewhere in between the noise and the movement, I find calm. An inner excitement flowing through my veins. It was my home for 15 years. And now, it becomes my home again, yes, for 1 month. This time, it's not just a holiday destination, it's a shelter, a carefully chosen pause in my life, a season of living, working, exploring, and loving. This journey is a mess inside my mind, but somehow, that mess slows my years down in the best way possible, filling my days with joy, questions, lessons, and quiet reflections. This is my life between work, travel, and love in Vietnam. So this is the day before flying to Bali and going back to Vietnam. I have to get all my stuff together. Since I discovered the hotel in level 2 of Bali airport, I am in love with the layover in Bali because they have lockers and beautiful small bed that's good enough for one night stay. Look, there's a TV as well. I love Bali now. I used to, not a big fan of Bali, but now I am in love with Bali layover. So yeah, heading to Vietnam tomorrow. And then dollar. That's pretty cool. After the refreshing shower, I walk around the airport in level 3 to get myself some dinner. I got a coconut water, which is my favorite, and a honey pork. I highly recommend this for anyone who want to try. It's next to 2 dragons. It's 7 o'clock right now and I just finished my check-in. Bali airport is so busy and this is my second favorite dish. It's very nice. I don't know what it's called, but very nice. It's only a few hours away before I get to see my fiancée, and I'm very nervous and excited at the same time. Can't wait to see her because it's more than half a year since our proposal already in Bali. Every time going back home, this song is just playing in my head. Can I sing it to you guys? Tell me all about his name, that is difficult to say. It was given me the day I was born. Want to know about the story. Oh my god, we are landing. I'm so excited. My eyes say more of me than what you dare to say. The very first meal I eat after landed is bún đậu mắm tôm. This is a very special Vietnamese dish, but not for everyone. It's featuring virgin fermented screen paste dipping sauce. Saigon is definitely a food heaven place for everyone. Today we're gonna have lunch at Kichi Kichi, a conveyor belt hot pot, very delicious. I'm choosing a pretty number to call no one. I want to make sure that we have a good rest in the first couple of days. That's why we came to the supermarket to stock some coffee and food that we can cook for each other. As the youngest child in an Asian household, I'm not a big fan of cooking at all. Most of my time I spend is on the computer editing and filming. So making food for my fiancé is such a special way of saying I love you so much that I'm willing to cook for you even though I don't like it. Most of you might not realize how special these moments are for us. 13 years of long distance meant that every time we saw each other, we were always on the move, always eating out, trying to fit everything into a few short days. But this time, we chose to slow down, to wake up without rushing, to enjoy a quiet and slow morning, to share the care through the simple act of cooking together, like a small tradition we never had the chance to build before. I started working at 15 in Australia, studying and working at the same time. For many Vietnamese girls like me, that is not common at all. It shaped me early. It hardened me early. I thought my life was full of hardship. So when I decided to work in Vietnam for the first time, I was terrified. The wedding industry here is intense, I tell you. Fast, competitive, demanding. In Australia, wedding photography feels so much different. Here, it is crowded, client service battlefield. Joining my mentor teams across multiple weddings in different locations of Vietnam felt overwhelming. I am not naturally good at socializing. I am quiet, observant, reserved. But something shifted. Being surrounded by talented artist friends, people who were hungry, skilled, sharp, it humbled me. There was a moment during review when everyone felt appear on the screen. Some frames were bold, cinematic, confident. Mine felt safe. That was the first time I realized I had been playing small. For the first time in a while, I felt behind, not comfortable, not the most experienced in the room. And I realized I had slowed down. I had grown comfortable in my own place. Suddenly, I felt like I was running again. Running not out of fear, but out of desire to grow. Those mentorship days were exhausting, physically and mentally, but the return was priceless. No amount of money could buy that level of expansion. I regret of not doing it earlier, but maybe this is exactly the season I needed. My skills grew, but more importantly, my mindset changed forever.
Sang năm ta về tiếp với mọi người.
Rồi, ok.
Rồi.